And welcome back to the EU UGO tournament, Unique Gaming Organization, community tournaments run by you, the community, and ourselves. We have Mr. Frigg as well, who's doing the EU broadcasts, because obviously, you know, me and Roy are both NNA. We don't have any lag or any drops, so that's why we have an EU broadcaster. So thanks to Frigg, as per usual, for the EU side, and Roy, obviously, for casting. We're going to go through these teams. Oh, dear.
Great team names. Love these team names, especially the combination.
I think Roy wants to say it more than I do. Who have we got on the red team?
On the red team, we've got Team Mia Khalifa versus the blue team, Team Johnny Sins. And if you don't know who they are, I guess you don't get out much. Or maybe you do get out much, I should say. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't know who she was. I just knew she was something in that area. I'm just married and like
right. Okay, or you're married like Jebro. Anyways, we're gonna go over builds very quickly. Starting on the red team, we've got Cran on Elementalist. He's gonna be on Dagger Focus, Soldier Rune, Mender Amulet, pretty standard stuff. Earth, Water, Tempest. Next up, we've got Ione. He's gonna be playing Thief, also very standard. Dagger, Pistol, Shortbow, Scholar, Marauder, Thief. Nothing crazy there. Frosty the Bowman on Druid. He's going to be on Sword Warhorn Longbow, so not using the staff there. He's going to be on Water Rune and Mender Amulet, Nature Magic, Wilderness Survival, and Druid. We've got Trekon on Revenant. He will be playing with Sword, Shield, Staff, Surging, Rune, Marauder Amulet, normal traits. And finally, we've got Brother Ball on the Chronomancer. He's going to be on Sword, Shield, Staff, Leadership Rune, Mender Amulet. Not sure if he's going to be changing that. I would assume he is. Otherwise, he's going to be playing some sort of healing Ellie. Healing Mesmer. But
I know I said Ellie, though. Yeah,
his traits are going to be Chaos, Inspiration, and Chrono. And yeah, he's actually using Inspiration as well. Interesting.
Well, you never know. A little bit more sustain. I mean, it could be, again, a troll. Hey-ho. We'll have to wait and see. So that's another comp that's completely different to what we just saw. Albeit we are seeing the blue team come back, the Johnny Sins team. So there is an Ellie and no Scrapper, whereas we've got no Ellie on this team. We've got no Scrapper. We've got a Mesmer though. We've got a Druid, so there's a little bit more. They're relying more on the smaller skirmishes, winning some of the fights more than the sustained team fights. So that's something that the red team are going to be doing a lot more of. Obviously, we do have certain members that played or together that were in Bows. Is it Bow Scoped? Just trying to check. It might be Bow Scoped, actually. As far as I remember. Let me just double check these. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Either way, I'm going to go through the blue team builds. We just saw them. Typical Mesmer builds, Inspiration, Illusions, Sword Shield, Staff. Nothing crazy different. MF, EU still... Look, we're still going for Signet of Illusions over... oh god,
or Phantasmal Disenchant.
The Phantasmal Disenchant, or there was something else using the EU last week. I can't remember what it was. Try and remember, and when that happens, I will let you know. Vance playing Warrior, not surprising. Discipline, Defense, Strength. He's going to be going at the moment with Rune of Leadership and Berserker's Amulet. Obviously, he's still going to have 20k HP. He's not going to have the toughness though. Exotic Sword, Warhorn, Staff for the Druids with Arcani. And he's going to be playing with Nature Magic, Wooden Survival, and Druid. Yi OK did fantastically well for his team in the previous series. Invocation, Devastation, Herald, Revenant, Surging with Marauder, Sword Axe. Yeah, Sword Axe with Staff. Great CC. I don't think I saw him miss many of his elites, actually, in the last game. Last series, sorry. And then we've got Shatrax, who, I mean, I'm not too sure at the moment whether or not he's going to be running this for sure, but Deadly Arts, Trickery, Daredevil, currently has Rune of Resistance on.
That's what he was running last time, I'm pretty sure.
Did he definitely use that before?
I didn't check to see if he'd swapped it, but he was on it in the beginning.
Yeah. Okay, alright. We'll see. Okay, we can go. If you want to let them know right in the chat, we will indeed get on with this series.
So, obviously, blue team, we just saw them play. They're running the pretty much exact same comp, or the exact same comp. And red team is actually going to be playing something very similar to the Devgru team that we saw last time go against up against Johnny Sins. The only change really is going to be the Druid over the Scrapper for this team. So we'll have to see if they're going to be able to play any differently against this blue team.
Awesome.
But here we go.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you again. Also, Fox and Carly, and we had some other people donating the 150 gold as well. I just deleted the mail, and I can't remember who it was, but thank you. It was Quadra, I think. I thought I'd written it down in Word, but I failed apparently. But thank you very much. We do appreciate it. So we've got about 300, got about 150 gold left to get. But remember, guys, these tournaments run monthly, so if you want to donate gold to the tournament, please do so. This is the first game of the second series of the day, which is the semi-finals, the winner brackets. Roy, tell us what's going on.
Right now, we've just got a 1v1 over on the quarry against Vans and Brother Ball. Midpoint is going to be not really contested too heavily right now. More pressure onto Waterfall by this red team. Frosty contesting that point up against Shatrax, E, and MFW, the Mesmer. The rest of the red team is going to be rotating into it now to help him. Rebound coming out from Cran is going to be good, and Frosty should be able to heal himself up, no problem. EOK now being turned on by the red team. He's going to go pretty low.
I think they damaged him in his heel. I'm going to say that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was what happened. I lagged there for a moment, but he popped his heel and I saw his health pop up. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. As long as, and also a little bit more support, there is no one else that would have brought him up that quick. I don't think, but he's got nothing left. And the focus is ridiculously good from the red team. Are they going to leave Akani and Frosty the Bowman in 1v1? That's what you need to do. Look,
absolutely.
He's gone to +1. He's finished it off. That's exactly what we needed to see in the other team in the last series. Finish off that situation, move elsewhere on the map. But red team, again, they are doing well in these fights, but they are being two-capped against at the moment.
Absolutely. Brother Ball was forced off of his node onto Quarry by Vans. However, he's going to portal back to try and decap it, but Vans is there waiting for him. Brother Ball going to be forced to take this portal back onto mid, very low already from damage from Vans. However, Arcani is going to be downstate onto this point, and Shatrax is going to be forced away as well.
Cool. More gold for the tournament. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate that. Sai Fandasos, 15 gold. Appreciate that, dude. Let's continue. Not back. Oh, look. There's the... Ooh, MFW does have to pull away. Saw 2. And that's another portal as well. That's going to be Shatrax who pops through, but MFW is so low. He even goes back to mid. I don't think he should have done that.
No, Aoni's waiting there to take him out as soon as he comes back through that portal.
He's got respawns as well.
Yeah,
hey,
now
if he
that's
stayed there and died, he would have been fine, probably.
Absolutely. Now, red team is going to have the advantage on the map. Still behind slightly in points, but they should be able to take that back as long as they can hold this. UK a little bit pressured towards his gate, but no one pressuring him now. Him and Arcani moving over towards mid. MFW still being bled out on top as the rest of this team moves on to mid. Mid actually decapped. Not really sure how that happened, but there you go.
Quite enough node a little bit. Maybe a distortion. Oh, look at Frosty. Could go down here.
He is going to go downstate.
Downstate. They're going to be able to finish it. Okay tries to put some CC on that, but they did have stab. Oh, looks like they're going to get him up. Nice, Rose. Solid. He's going to be able to
heal. And they turn onto Arcani as well, who's going to go downstate on that cleave. Great job from this red team to turn that around.
You can really, like, when you get that res, you can really spin that fight around. If you can, you can then snowball this map into your favor quite easily.
However,
and starting to probably the decap. There you go. There's Vance as well.
Yeah. I was just going to say, great job by Shatrax to grab that decap. However, he is going to be in a bit of a bad situation as 3 members are there to take him down right after. MFW tried to help him out, but nothing he can do, and he's going to have to move off towards mid. Actually, no, he's sticking around. You see he's going to go for the 1v1 with Frosty. Rest of red team moving over towards mid, and this forward rotation as well.
This is actually very even at the moment. Even though red team are getting what feels like somewhat more, maybe actually they're not getting more kills. I'll have to check stats in a bit, but still. I mean, is the map fairly contested? I think it's fairly even.
Absolutely. Mid the only point cap now for red team. Oh, there's blue team answering that with Quarry. Vans is able to cap that off. Vans doing a great job defending this node against Brother Ball, who's gone over there now 3 times to try and get it.
Frosty down.
He's unable to. Trekon moving over with Aoni to support Brother Ball against Vans and EOK, who's starting to rotate over. Yi is going to be forced away.
MFW is dangerously low with the pet there as well on the other side of the map. That was...
did he take out Frosty on his own?
No, he got +1. They're doing really good with the +1s on that side of the map, yeah.
Absolutely.
Frosty losing a 1v1, I'm not sure. Oh, it doesn't happen too often.
Just gonna say.
As far as I remember. Hopefully not.
And that's both side nodes capped now for blue team. They are close game for sure, but blue team slowly moving ahead with the double cap. Or
Yeah,
is going to
they've
be
been
contested
ahead
again?
They've been ahead pretty much the whole game, I think, as well. Like
Absolutely.
even just by a tiny lead. But maintaining those two side caps, they got the sustain there. They're going for those. They are starting to go for a little bit more of the small skirmishes again. You know, across the map. Look, you got Waterfall now as well, but the Mesmer being +1. Does anyone kind of come in for support? There's a Carney. That's actually a really good rotation. But the thing is, he's not rotated to MFW. They've actually split up. He's trying to stop the D cap. FW gets away. Shatrek's trying to come in, but that's going to be the cleave potentially to bring him down. Chaos Storm.
Just like that, blue team takes a capture point. Did you see that? Red team got a capture point. Red team wins a capture point. Did you see that? Red team got a capture point. Red team wins a capture point.
Okay.
Hello.
Yep, we can hear you now.
Stream is all black. You can probably mute yourself on Skype now, Jebro. Oh, we're back up.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay. How are you doing? Are you get? We've got sound. Our game's done. It's fine.
Oh, and stream can hear us. Look at that.
They
Hello,
can.
stream.
Good stuff. I'm not sure what happened, guys. I'm sorry about that. Technical issues. It always happens in one way or another. It doesn't matter. What happened to us happened to the guys in game. It's okay. It's okay. It was quite close for a while there at the beginning. We lost a bit of track of the actual goings on. Let's just see.
Oh, apparently we're frozen now. Oh man, that's a good freeze. Look at your face on stream, Jebro.
Are you having props, Frick? Yeah, but the stream itself is
Jebro.
as well.
Oh, there we go.
I know, I saw.
That was good. I hope someone captured that.
Okay, it's fine. It was both of us. Okay. Well, guys, quickly, we're going to jump to a break, I think, unless Frick is okay. Okay. Stay with me. So, at the beginning of the game wasn't too bad. Unfortunately, they had a DC. It started to run away a bit. Unfortunately, I completely lost track of what was going on because I was worried about the stream. So, Roy, how was the rest of the game? I mean, it just felt like it started to run away a little bit from the.
Yeah, no.
DC,
Red team was pretty much just dominating towards the end of that game. Obviously,
Yeah.
Blue team did have a DC, but up until that, they were mostly just holding the 2-cap as well as a D-cap against the blue team. Blue team just couldn't get any momentum back, and red team ended up being about 200 points ahead overall. So, like we said, very close game in the beginning, but yeah, red team just doing a good job of. They were able to rotate a lot faster out of those team fights. They won. I don't know if anyone even died from red team. Maybe once. I don't think a single person died from red team though that whole game. I'm not sure.
No, they did definitely. Yeah, they had a couple.
You sure about that?
The beginning.
Frosty died. Frosty died once. That's right.
Yeah. Blue team did fantastically well at the start. But they started to just, like you say, I think they snowballed the map off the kills. So they started to, and that's where I kind of lost.
Absolutely.
What was going on, so I'm sorry about that, but yeah, it was it was a really good game for the first like 250. Yeah. I think
of course.
Some lag issues on blue team, but as per usual, there's not really much we can do about that.
So it is going to be 1-0 for Team Mia Khalifa.
Yeah,
up against Team Ghana.
Vito, thanks for the 30 gold. I think we just need about 100. Didn't we?
I actually got 20 gold as well from Domi. I'll send that to you, Jebro.
Nice. Who was that, sorry?
Domi.
Domi.
So thank you for that donation as well. We're just waiting for one of the guys from Team Mia Khalifa to relog, guys, and then we will be starting this game. Thanks again for letting us know about the audio issues last time. If something else happens, please let us know. We do apologize for any of the technical issues going on.
Yeah, I think it might have. We had the DC on the other team as well, so it could have actually been a little bit linked. Game stuffs. That's all good now. We are good. We are good and merry and happy and joyful.
Absolutely. And a little tired.
Tired. Yeah, I might have to have a kip after this. Well, I'll quickly go through the builds, guys. Very, very quickly. People
asking. The same.
There's no. Yeah, people are just requesting we go through. Guys, we're not going to go through the builds every round, every singular round, because it takes too long. It took us a long time to realize that we shouldn't have been taking so long with builds in Guild Wars 2, and then when we don't take time on builds, people moan about it, so we can't win. And that's just the way it is. But we will go. I'll go from them very quickly. Eon is going to be going for dagger pistol and also for the short bow. He's going to be going for deadly arts, trickery, and daredevil. He's playing with the marauders and the rune of the scholar. Frosted the bowman. There probably isn't anything crazy other than rune of water. Rune of water gets used a bit. With Mendes, he's going for sword, warhorn, longbow, and we're going to go for nature, magic, wilderness, survival, and druid. Trekon is going to be playing. He played a lot in the 1v1s actually, as far as I remember. Singatron as well. Devastation, Invocation, Herald, Revenant, Surge, Marauder, Sword, Shield, Staff, Brother Ball, playing Mesmer on the Chronomancer, Mender Amulet, Rune of Leadership, Sword, Shield with Staff, Chaos, Inspiration, Chronomancer, and the blue team will be Shatrax, who's on Thief, who's playing this Rune of Resistance, Marauder Amulet, Deadly Arts, Trickery, and Daredevil. Akarnania, he's going to be going for Nature, Magic, Wilderness, Survival, and Druid. Menders with Water. And Vance, Warrior, Berserker's Amulet with Rune of Leadership is going to be Axe, Shield, Great Sword. Love this build. It's fun to watch. I hate going against it, though. Defense, Discipline, Strength. No, wait a minute. He's changed. Did he change?
Who, Vance?
Yeah.
No, pretty sure that's what he was running before.
Okay. From the first series, though?
Yeah. The only change, I think. Oh no. Yeah, it's just pretty much the same build. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Illusion, Inspiration, Chronomancer for MFW, and UOK is going to be playing Invocation, Devastation, Herald, Sword Axe. That's a little bit of a change there with Star as well. Wait, Brother Ball, is he going for Chaos? Yeah, he's going for Chaos. Interesting. Interesting. Inspiration on the other side. Still got Inspiration on Brother Ball. Got that difference of illusions there. Interesting choice. Okay. Chaos Dampening. Bountiful Disillusionment. Okay. We'll see how it works again. I'm not. The thing is, sometimes these guys change, so I just don't want. I didn't check in the last one, and I can't remember because I was so focused on the technical.
The match starts soon.
So we'll see what happens now as we go into the second game of the series. Pre-Poth Warrior. Yeah.
And I want to keep an eye on this Mesmer because I forgot to check last time, but he is still on Mender's Amulet. He didn't change, so that's a Mender's Mesmer. It's very interesting. I haven't seen that before, but if it works, it works. And here we go. Game number 2 of this set. Team Mia Khalifa is going to be up 1-0. If they win, they will be moving on ahead, and the blue team will be going down to the losers bracket. Brother Ball going to be taking close point. Passively, though, he's waiting for that push onto Windmill. The rest of red team moving up onto midpoint and stealthing.
Let's definitely go for that more tanky element Mesmer. I'm trying to remember what the tank-focused Mesmer was during Pro League Season 1. Was it this build? Or similar to it? It could be.
Looks like Frosty's going to be taking the 1v1 up against Vance onto Mansion. So far doing fine, contesting the point. However, Vance is going to be able to capture it. A lot of damage coming out from Vance. Aoni and Trekken coming over to try and help Frosty out, while mid-cap is going to be capped by blue team, who will then make their way. Looks like they went over to Windmill to push Brother Ball off, but now they're moving back onto Clock Tower again.
I think this is close to what was played in Pro League. Vance going down. I think this warrior build does do okay, but I'm still not a believer in this build. Like a lot of people say it's very, very good, but I think in competitive, when you're going 5v5, whenever we see a team playing it, they don't seem to do that well. Like, I mean, it is
as Berserker, you mean?
Yeah, specifically, and like. Not without Berserker as well. Obviously,
even if that is the case, Vance is not really going for those team fights as much. He's doing a lot of just side noting. And as I say this, Arcani is going to be taken out in a fight. Cran going pretty low in this, but that is going to be 2 less members for this blue team on the map now. Red team has the advantage as well as both side notes. Vance trying to get that decap on a Mansion, but Frosty's going to be there to stop him. Cran still looks like the target from this blue team. However, Shatrax is going to be focused up too much, and he's going to be pushed off this. Cran's able to heal up, no problem. And Clock Tower is going to be starting the cap. Is Brother Ball.
I think the one thing I might change my. It's not that it's not a great build or anything. It's like, what do you play that? If you can have a Mesmer, a Rev, an Ellie, a Druid, and a Thief, or even a Scrapper, why would you play the Warrior? And I know it's because Vance obviously plays Warrior and he's in the team, but like there is probably better classes out there in situations that could do his job, if not do the job better. So I think that's sometimes the thing which can catch teams out, especially in different metas, of course. But at the moment, like, I kind of enjoy the meta as it is. It's going to be exciting when it comes to POF. UOK does go down, unfortunately, in the roads between 2 of the capture points for the blue team. They're losing members here and there. I mean, this red team is getting a lot of kills early on. It's actually quite nice to watch.
Absolutely. Van's looking to take the 1v1 up against Frosty again over on Mansion, the only red node they have at the moment. Shatrax over on Windmill is trying to contest against Brother Ball, however, Trekken and Aoni making the rotation again. Arcani going through that portal is going to come through. Actually, no, sorry, he wasn't going through the portal. Going past the portal and going onto the Mansion as well to contest that node. So red team right now only going to have that Mansion.
They need to get that. They get the +1. They needed to pop that off as they get the. That's the thing. Red team didn't rotate to assist. I mean, maybe they just thought Frosty was going to disengage that. I'm surprised that Frosty didn't disengage that. Actually, normally he would have. Oh, look at that! Shatrax gets jumped on by Aeon there. Good job. Predicts where he's going to land. He did have stealth on my screen, but I'm not sure if that's the case. Unfortunately. Oh, the Drew's going for the res. Oh, he gets it. Oh, no way. Nice steps. That was a clutch res.
Absolutely.
What a Drew.
Wasn't expecting that.
Beautiful.
At all. And Mansion is going to be captured as well for Blue Team. This is probably the best position they've been in all game. They do have the ability to try to get this Windmill as well and get side nodes. Right now, Clock Tower, the only captured point for Red Team. Kran and Trekken both there to try and contest it against Vans. Brother Ball making the rotation over as well, but so is MFW from this Blue Team. And Kran now pushing hard.
I'm not sure if you're getting this and this is a bug, but I cannot see anyone in the Blue Team at the moment.
That is just you, I think.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. That's a new one. That's a new one on me. I might have to relog. You're gonna have to continue. I can see everyone on the red team, so I don't know if that Druid stealth res was a stealth res, but I cannot see anyone at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna leave the arena and come back.
Yeah, absolutely. MFW is just gonna be taken out onto this on midpoint. He's gonna be cleaved out as well. Red team now moving back onto the Mansion. Frosty's gonna go over there again. Windmill, however, was captured behind them while during that mid fight. And now, EOK is going to be targeted a bit. Frosty pushing him away from the node. Aeoni and Trekken staying on top of him as well. Shatrax trying to peel for him as best as he can, but he's not going to be able to do too much at the moment. And, however, Aeoni is going to be pressured out. And there's Mansion captured as well. Yeah, no worries, Jebro, no worries. Take your time. MFW trying to contest that point, but Frosty is not going to have any issues with him at all. EOK still staying, Trekken is still staying on top of him. Aeoni a bit low here, however, he's going to jump onto EOK. Stealthing up away from the fight. Looks like he's going to go back in now. Still trying to take this Revenant out. He does have his Glyn heal up, however, so he should be okay for the moment being. There's the Moa, however, so that's going to stop his heal. Nice stealth coming out from the Thief. Not sure it's going to be enough. And there's heals from the Druid as well. Shatrax actually going to be taken out by Aeoni off the side. They're going for the res now, this Revan Druid. They're not going to be able to get it, as he is going to be stomped out. EOK still has his heal up, however.
I've got 4 out of 5 I can see now.
Nice, nice,
okay.
nice.
I can see 4 out of 5. It's all good. Oh, they get the side caps. Nice.
Absolutely. Great turnaround by this blue team. You know, red team trying to focus on this fight in Rhodes again, possibly making the same mistake we saw by that Degger team. And while they're doing it, both side nodes capped by blue team. EOK finally taken out, making his way up towards Clock Tower, and Aeoni and Trekken here to force fans away from Brother Ball. They should be able to capture this. Kran as well.
No mechanic for these teams to come back as well, remember guys, especially if you're new to PvP and excited for POF. They did get the decap over on Windmill. Unfortunately, I can't see him. I'm assuming he is unstuffed because he's getting the decap. Look, oh nice, Aeon keeping Vance off the point. Good job from him.
Absolutely.
That's the kind of thing I love to see, you know, thinking about that respawn and how do I keep that player off the point to make sure we can get the cap and then potentially even get the kill, because that's the worst thing that can happen, right? If you lose, and especially if you're playing solo ranked, if you die and lose the cap, that is the worst thing that can happen. You want to at least, you know, one of those things can happen, you know, just lose, you know, die, that's fine. At least like someone else can maybe control the cap if they're there with you. But if you lose the cap and you die, then that's, you know, that's the worst thing that can happen. You can't regroup very quickly, and it's going to snowball a little bit in the other team's favor. So that's really nice to see that they can take advantage of that. MF might go down here as well. I feel like when I come to him a lot, like, just put my camera on him, he's actually low HP a majority of the time. It might just be unlucky for him. Maybe.
Does seem to be the target quite often, though, and he is going to be taken out now by Trekken and Aeoni. Good team there, Trekken and Aeoni. Looks like they're rotating together a lot, and they're focusing targets together. Doing a good job of taking those targets out. It reminds
me of old school, like, Thief Mesmer, which actually still happens. Which actually happens now. Like, you used to get that burst, especially on the NA. Oh, the double down! Here comes Shatrax!
They were trying to take Frosty out, but Shatrax just stayed on the target too long, and EOK as well, taken out again by this Aeoni and Trekken duo. Rotating around this map. Great job by them to save Frosty from that. MFW rotating back on to try and stop this cap, but Frosty has him pressured pretty hard with that longbow and is able to get the capture, no problem. Windmill still for the ball and Vans 1v1ing over there, but that's going to be side nodes now for red team. And Cran actually might capture Clock Tower as well. Might be a triple cap coming out right now. No one around from blue team to stop this. Arkin might just be able to come in, but there's the interrupt from Cran, and that's going to be a triple cap for red.
That was really good. That was really good. They did get the free cap, but blue team did have to regroup. They're sacrificing a lot of point income for red at the moment to give themselves probably, I would say, maybe one of the last chances they're going to get to come back into this game. If red team do push this, they run the risk of potentially losing 1 or 2 team members. They do have a lot of sustain over here right now, though, and they're actually going for it. They're actually going to rush Jin. They're going to go for the kill here. I reckon it's going to be on MF.
Absolutely, he is the target.
It's Moa?
Yeah, and he's going to go into downstate.
Oh,
Shatrak's forced away as well.
I saw the Signet come up. I think he missed the Moa.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone get Moa'd as well. I don't think so. He might have just missed it, but yeah, he's going to be brought to downstate at that point. Not going to have been captured very long for blue team, only a few seconds. They're not going to have gotten much from it, and red team is just barreling ahead, almost 150 points in the lead now. Van's going back over to his windmill, though, to try and get this decap. However, Brother Ball is there, ready with a portal. Arcani maybe trying to make a rotation over to mid.
Did you see that?
Yeah, can go back into the portal. Oh, shit. I believe seems like the Mesmer. I guess the decap, yeah. Bounce is going to be there as well. They're still trying. They're not going to give this up. If anything, if they go down to lower bracket and they get to come back up, and the same as well if they face them in the one game later, dependent what happens in the winners final. They want to learn as much as they can right now, find out their weaknesses. Obviously, rotations, guys, as well, are slightly different. This is the second game in this series. The rotation of maps are changing every round. Grand final will be a best of 5. But we're not there yet. This is just the semi-final of the winners bracket. We'll be going to the winners final next. Obviously, Shatrak's going down elsewhere. Not fantastic. 200 points in the lead. 400 points for this red team in the moment with the 2 cap on the side. Team fight mid. Blue team with the man down. Oh, no. No, yeah. Sorry, they are the man down because FIFA's only just coming back in. They need movement on the sides, and they're going to be outnumbered mid. So this is very precarious situation for the blue team at the moment. At least they need to even think about getting that decap on windmill. If they can sustain mid, send one of those guys over from Mansion, which they did do, they might be able to have a late comeback, but I don't think this is going to happen. It doesn't feel likely, and everyone is stealthed on my screen. What is going on? No,
not likely at all. And UK actually going very low in mid. Looks like he's about to be taken out. He doesn't have anything left, trying to dodge away from all these red members, but he is going to be taken into downstate. Rest of his team trying to help. Actually, Akarni doing a pretty decent job of trying to res with this Mesmer. He isn't taken out yet. They're cleaving, but no, he's going to be forced away, and that should be the kill for red team, as blue team is forced away from this node. Pet's still there to res, but
that's what happens on this map towards the. It's what happens on a lot of maps towards the end. You start to scramble a lot. Like you have to risk a lot of things. You have to outnumber one point, you get outnumbered on another, and it's about those matchups and like keeping the sustain real. And then they did have the right idea for a while, but as soon as you saw the thief go into far, which he needed to do, he needed to try and do it for their last attempt to come back into the game. Like you saw how mid just kind of descended into a state of horribleness, basically.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see. Obviously, this is going to be the game, second game 1 for Team Khalifa, meaning they will be moving on. Blue team is going to be eliminated. Well, not eliminated, but pushed down to the losers brackets. It's interesting to see. Blue team sort of going for more team fights at the end. I don't know if maybe they were just trying to change something up, or if they kind of just got stuck into those team fights. They didn't really want to be, but I think that definitely played against them. They seemed to do a lot better when they were trying to rotate out a bit more, go more towards side nodes, a bit more skirmishes. Obviously, that plays a lot more into Vance's build. But either way, well played by red team. Close game. Both of those 2 games very close in the beginning, and then red team was sort of able to snowball out. Obviously, they had 2 pretty snowbally maps with Legacy and Kylo, but yeah, good job on red team. They're going to be moving ahead.
Indeed. We are going to nip into a quick break. We're going to go to the winners. It's going to be Team Mia Khalifa versus CLP SS, and then it will be loser bracket final, and then we will have green final. So we have at least 3 more series for you guys. We're going to be nipping into a quick